We're here in Scarborough today talking to Nancy Watt and her father Donald. He's an 88-year-old senior who says he was scammed by a contractor at Richmond Hill.
So my parents found a missing shingle on the roof, and they tried to get hold of a steady Eddie contractor they knew, and he was out of town or disposed. So they went to the trusty Scarborough Mirror newspaper and to the home improvement section and pulled out an ad, and within mere hours the Home Pro showed up, and they took what was a simple $550 shingle repair and inflated it to a life-threatening, life safety issue. And lo and behold, 4 checks later, or 4 invoices later, my parents are out close to $23,000.
Anyways, they had a group of guys up there, about 6 of them I think it was, and they started to shingle the roof, and they're using their cell phones as lighting. So I said, well, that's ridiculous. How the hell can I see a shingle when they're shingling when they're using cell phones for lighting? Next day I get up on my own ladder. I got an extension ladder, and I get up and look up and see what kind of a job they did. I was not happy. It was all patchwork. Now, if you know shingling at all, and you probably have homes, and so you know what it looks like this, right? So forth. This is all patches all over the place. Anyway.
Almost $23,000.
So it went for $550.
Totally, it's over $20,000.
Wow.
$550 repair to
now,
$23,000.
you could say, well, why would you be stupid enough to do that? Well, when you're sitting in the kitchen and you're listening to a guy tell you all these serious things, and you're trying to envision in your mind all the work they're going to have to do in order to get this all cleaned up. Because they were talking about removing all the insulation. I'm talking existing insulation. And that is a big job, because it means going over all the ceiling area, and underneath that is plaster. If you make the wrong step, you're going to go right through, right? So you envision that. I'm thinking to myself, 6 guys, they got to get in there, and they got to clean it all out, got to pick it all up, got to somehow enclose it, and get it out of the, bring it down, and so forth and so on.
Yeah, because it's abatement work, right?
It's a big job.
Now these guys didn't have any hazmat gear. They didn't even have masks on. So if you're abating what they stated to be infestation of urine and feces, it should be minimal mask, minimal, and gloves.
And this is a personal observation. When I come up periodically, stood on the line, was watching up the ladder, up on the roof what they were doing. There were 6 guys up there. 1 guy seemed to be working. The rest of them were standing around smoking or whatever
on the roof
takes their interest. I said to myself, you know, when am I going to see some action? Because I wasn't seeing a heck of a lot of action on the part of the employees. And frankly, if you want my personal opinion, definitely it was not worth anywhere near what we paid.
Savings. My parents live on a fixed income and they can't afford it. So we're here trying to stop this from happening to anybody else, and hoping somewhere down the road perhaps some of that money finds its way back.
Watt says that she plans to pursue this to the fullest extent. She's waiting for word from the Ministry of Consumer Safety to see where she goes from here. For the Toronto Sun, I'm Sean Jeffords.